Sorry, I've got so much paperwork. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the very final day of MadFest. This week has blown me away. For Katie, for Ellie and I, who were tasked 6 weeks ago with curating the content for 3 days across the Female Leaders Bar. And I've got to be honest, it's been incredible.
So busy, so many inspiring women, and we haven't finished yet. We have more. We still have more.
We have more, and we're really going to, we saved the best for last, we should say. I think we've got 7 female voices, incredible female voices coming up today. We're going to be starting with Lianre Robinson, who's co-chair of WACL and also CEO at Codec.ai. So we're going to come to Lianre in a second. We've also then got Hannah Dempsey from Jellyfish, Tamwa Edu from Lumen, Holly McLennan from Boots. Then you're meeting
the lovely Perla Bloom from EA Games. Yeah, she is mega, so inspirational. And then I have a mystery last guest that's recently been added to the agenda. Not in the audience, maybe in the audience. No.
We do love a surprise.
Mystery last guest that we've just been introduced to.
Wonderful. And I've also got Melissa Desmond from Nectar 360. I think one of the things that came out yesterday, these are short sessions. These are just 10 minutes, but they're so powerful. We had some of them were tearjerkers yesterday. Some of them were really emotional. All of them, though, were powerful. And this is the Female Leaders Bar. MadFest have invested all this space in allowing us to have a safe space, but also a very loud space for us to share our thoughts and how we leap and lead, our blueprint for becoming a female leader. So we hope you enjoy today. Both of us are going to be on and off the stage, and you'll hear from me. Sorry, I should have said at the start, I'm Julia Linehan from the Digital Voice. Who are we? We're so used to not saying it. Katie?
Yeah, I'm Katie Street. I'm the founder of a marketing agency for agencies called Street Agency. There we go, that's lots of agencies in there. And I have agency about helping female leaders. There we go.
Perfect. And I'm lucky enough that the Digital Voice, which is a PR agency, I think it's 70-80% women. It's not by design, it's just that they're all brilliant. So that's a lot of them are here today. So we're going to kick it off. I'm going to let you go stage left. Katie, you're going to be back soon. And I want you all to put your hands together for the first of our sessions for Lianre Robinson, who is co-chair of WACL and CEO of Codec. So good to have you here. And it's warmer today, and I'm very, very happy about that.
Was it cold?
It was so cold. Oh, it was insane if anyone was here Tuesday.
Oh, no.
We're going to kickstart, and I always like to just set the scene for everybody about your journey to becoming a leader and where you are now.
So I'll give you a really quick potted history. I started in events quite a long time ago. I've kind of moved my career across events, communications, media, now in tech. I always kind of decided not to take myself out of the race. I think a lot of the time we decide that maybe an opportunity is too much for us, but actually I think it's always best to kind of put yourself forward, so someone has to get that role, it might as well be me. And I now am CEO at Codec. I've been there sort of 3.5 years. I joined as head of client services and became CEO at the beginning of last year. So quite a quick step change in roles across the 3.5 years. And I co-chair WACL, which we'll talk about later.
Definitely going to talk about that, but I'm going to stop for a minute and go, you're CEO of Codec.ai. I'm always proud. My daughter's just done GCSE computing, and her teacher was like, please do A-levels. We want more girls to do computing and to be able to code, and we're the Digital Voice supports. She loves tech. I'm proud of you, just woman to woman, about being a CEO of a tech company. Are there challenges that it comes with?
Absolutely, and I think, I didn't come from a tech background, so it's out there for all of you. Don't think that that should hold you back. I didn't come from a tech background, and I think I probably assumed that was going to be a space that would be much harder for me to move into, or that I would need specific experience in coding or STEM, which I didn't have. What I think has been really interesting to see is that there's a lot of transferable skills regardless of what business you move into, and I think that tech is such a fantastic opportunity in space. So as a woman in business, you should definitely be looking at how to grow your expertise in that space, find opportunities.
Can you be more specific about those transferable skills? Because I think that would be really helpful for people, just giving them confidence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think when it comes to tech, I kind of thought, if I don't understand coding or data science, how am I going to be useful? I actually lead our technology team and have done over the last few years. I think that the kind of organisation and project management skills and being able to get to a solution, being able to problem solve, is really at the heart of a lot of tech problems. So when you kind of boil away all of the top level of data and coding, actually what's the solution that we're trying to create? Is there a need for that in the market? You know, is there an opportunity that we can solve? How can I work and bring different teams together to find a solution? All of those kind of things that you'll be doing in your career.
I think that's so important, and I think a lot of people here are starting out in their career. I'm seeing in front of me future CEOs, and I think too often we talk about the barriers. I'd really like you to say what's absolutely bloody brilliant about being a CEO of a tech company as a female, or just as a person.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I love being in an opportunity where I feel like I'm at the forefront of things changing, because I get surprised by stuff every day, so I'm still learning, and I really like that. It can, kind of puts you out of your comfort zone a bit, and I think that kind of being in a tech business, that is the opportunity that you will have, because it moves so fast. I think another thing is that the opportunity space for women to kind of create more spaces in something that's felt maybe very traditionally male dominated, I really relish and enjoy. I like the fact that I am able to kind of create partnerships, make sure that I'm bringing in talent, diverse talent, women talent into our business, and that actually creating a kind of pathway in an industry that maybe has felt a bit closed for a long time.
And I think also you touched on something out there about partnerships, and I have to come on to WACL because I'm a massive champion of everybody lean into networks, lean into communities. There are a huge amount out there for men and for women and for people. You've got to find the right communities, but leading from the front for women is WACL, and you're just in the headlines for doing so much. You're co-chair of the
Campaigning Committee.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so if everyone doesn't know, WACL stands for Women in Advertising Communications Leadership. It's an organisation that's 100 this year, which is amazing, but also sad that we're kind of still here, and it was set to accelerate gender equality in our industry for women and for the good of our wider industry. I co-chair campaigning, which is essentially taking the WACL word and ambitions out into the streets, into events, into press. We've launched this year our ambition around 50% CEOs, so getting women to 50% proportional representation at all of the highest jobs, all of the different levels in a business. And that, so a lot of what we've been doing over the summer is talking about that on stage, what we've identified are the drivers and barriers to that, and how businesses can remove them in order to help women accelerate.
I think it's so powerful, I think especially, and I think the figure is still a little bit shocking that it's still only about 5 to 6% of tech founders are female. We're trying to move that needle, and that's what the purposes of these stages are, and hearing from these voices.
Exactly.
Question for you: how do you juggle being a CEO and being the co-chair the campaigning committee at WACL? How the fudge do you do it?
I won't lie, there was a dark moment a couple of weeks ago where I was getting some stuff ready for advertising week, and I was there at midnight writing the speaker notes. So sometimes the juggle is real, but I'm super passionate about it. I believe in what we're doing. I've just got new campaigning committee members, so I think we'll be able to kind of accelerate the work that we're doing. I think when you have got something that you believe is going to make a change, I try to prioritise my time in order to allow me space to do that, try and bring some of it into my job, and tell the business what's going on, also find networks and support where I can kind of push that out. So the juggle continues, but I think it's when it's important you need to make it happen.
I'm so proud. I knew I see you juggling, and I see so many women juggling. One thing I would say, and it came out yesterday, Katie and I were on a panel and we were talking about Blueprint. A lot of women, there's this difference between men and women where we need to learn more from men. Men will be, so say when you go for a job role, a man will go for the job role when they've got 20%, 30% of all the attributes they're meant to have. A woman will wait till they have 80%. A lot of time we're looking for perfection. We're our own worst enemies. So leap a little bit earlier, be a little bit braver, go a bit quicker, just take that away. We keep saying it, we keep hearing it, Katie, don't we? So that's a little nugget from us.
I cannot echo that enough. As I said at the beginning, I just think I figured out early that you have to kind of put yourself forward. No is rubbish. No one likes getting that, but it will not kill you. You will move on and get something better. Yeah, if that opportunity isn't for you. But don't take yourself out of the running. There will be plenty of people along your journey who might not be supporting you, so don't be one of them, is what I would say.
That was a really good. I want to ask you, because I'm always keen, and I think people always need takeaways. They need strong pieces of advice. What's your advice? I'm so pleased that we've got such a good amount of people here. What would advice? It can be about anything.
Two things that I would probably say. I think one of the main things to be when you are a leader in business is be honest. Genuinely be honest. Like, if you've made a mistake, own up to it. If you think you would have made a different decision, if you had different information, then say that. Because I don't think that being a leader is about pretending that you know all of the answers. And if you do that, you invite opportunities for different viewpoints or learnings, and then I think it creates more of a safe space, particularly when women sometimes don't feel like they can speak out in certain male-dominated environments. And then the other thing is, I would say, is really invest in building your own networks. Because we talked about WACL, there are brilliant organisations, like she says, that also does mentor, and WACL does a whole host of opportunities for talent development, but your networks are here. And I was in Cannes with a friend, and we were reminiscing about how we started in one of our first jobs, and we both run businesses now 20 years later. Yeah, and that's what I mean, your networks are here. There'll be your colleagues today, there'll be people you meet along the way, so invest in that time together and, you know, support each other on the journey.
And to be fair, this is also how we got together, because in Cannes we merged WACL, the Women in Programmatic Network, Digital Leading Ladies in Bloom, into one big WhatsApp group to support each other and provide a safe space in Cannes. And we'll be doing it at any event that we go to overseas.
It's amazing.
It was amazing. And also, it doesn't matter, don't feel this, you have to be a leader or experienced to set up your own community. Where am I looking? Cameron, Rosie and Akini on my team have recently set up breakout and events, and they're doing it from the start, and they're starting out in their careers. So be brave. I'm very, very proud of them. Yeah, very proud. So please do the same. And come to us for advice on that as well. We're there to help and support. One final question, because I could talk to you all morning, but we've got to fit in about 7 other lovely women. Someone who's inspired you, someone that you'd say, hands down, that person has broken barriers or led the way or just lifted you up.
Do you know, everyone's going to always say this, but really my mum, because she never let me think that there was something I couldn't do. And I remember once having a conversation with her saying, like, oh, but, you know, it's really hard to get into this thing. And she literally turned around and went, not for you, you know, like in only a way a mum can, right? But like really kind of was like inspired that don't take yourself out of the race. Put yourself forward. You can achieve what you want to achieve if you do it.
You can achieve what you want to achieve. Just believe. And I have to say as well, the amazing Jazz Amfer who spoke at Bloom, she said, just be 10% braver. Just 10%
great, yeah.
braver today. Go up to somebody that you didn't know. Go up to and ask questions. Go up and ask advice. Push yourself out your comfort zone. Be 10% braver. And go out and get whatever you want. And this in front of me is an amazing lady who's done just that. Thank you so much for your time. To Lianre Robinson. Well done. Thank you all. So we're going to be back. These are great because these are short and they're sweet. So we're going to be back in about 7 minutes with the amazing Hannah Dempsey, who's marketing director at Jellyfish. So for all those who are in marketing or in advertising, you're going to want to hear from her perspective. So I'll see you here in about 7 minutes. Thank you all.